Coach, thanks so much for joining us on the call today, particularly on a busy morning. If you would take a minute to tie up the game against FIU, please, maybe a word or two about Mackenzie's performance and what you expect to see as you begin conference play Saturday against Memphis.
Mackenzie played well. That's what we expect out of him. I think he played that way at times last year, but he was definitely sharper this year. Sometimes the practice didn't always carry over to the field last year, but with a year of experience, he seems to be a lot more comfortable and efficient. I thought it was a good start for our football team, but we're going to have a lot bigger tests coming up, so we have to improve a lot between week 1 and week 2.
We'll take questions for Coach Frost, please. *1 on your telephone keypad will put you in the queue, and the operator will introduce you.
Thank you. We'll take our first question from Chris Trelko with Nightline.
Hey, Coach, can you give us an updated status on Dedry and Bacote, please?
Yeah, Bam Bam, we thought on the sideline it was going to be potentially really bad injury. He's going to be out for a while, but he had no ligament damage in the knee. Ended up being a bone that broke away at the bottom of his femur. He had surgery 2 days ago to get it repaired. So he'll be out for a while, but we're hopeful we'll get him back before the end of the season.
And as you reviewed game film, what are some areas you saw of most opportunity to improve week 1 to week 2, please?
I think just dialing a lot of things in. We played well, but sometimes execution was lacking. I think our run game needs to be more efficient. At times we were close, but didn't quite get the hole open enough. Our running backs bounced too many balls. They need to hit it to the gap and commit to the run play and run it up in there. Defensively gave up a couple big plays. Otherwise, I think tackled well and played pretty well. So there's things to fix on both sides. And like I said, we're going to have to be a better team in the coming weeks.
Take the next question, please.
Thank you. Our next question will come from Chris Vanini with the All-American.
Coach, you said in camp that the next step for Mackenzie would be to consistently hit the easier throws, and he seemed to do that and a lot more. What did you see from him in terms of throwing the ball deeper down the field on Saturday?
Well, I think the key to getting the ball down the field deeper is our O-line's improvement and the ability to give him time to sit in the pocket and throw it downfield. Other times, the O-line finished and he was able to escape and some coverage broke down on him. So I think a lot of the credit for that goes to our offensive line. But his mechanics are a lot better. He's stepping into throws, and he made about 3 mistakes the other day, and otherwise I thought he played a really efficient game. So that's a good step for him.
And in the FIU game, the timeouts you took toward the end of the half, the challenge you took in the third quarter when kind of the game was in hand, was that a bit of a message you think to your team about never letting up?
No, to be honest with you, there were 7 personal fouls on the other team in that game, and Deidreon Bacote took one of them, and we lost him for an extended period of time. So, honestly, my thought process was to try to put the game away so we can get our players out of the game.
Thank you.
Thank you. Our next question will come from Matt Marshall with Orlando Sentinel.
Hey, Coach. I wanted to ask, now you've had a little bit of time, I'm sure, to look at some of the things that Memphis was able to do. What stood out for you from their game?
Well, I don't think we saw what Memphis is. Thursday, they were playing in a driving rain and wind. I know their quarterback has a really strong arm and is really efficient. They weren't able to throw it the way that they normally do. Still popped 3 really long runs, kind of were patient with it, and eventually some runs popped with big plays. I think they have really good backs that can beat you at any time. I think defensively, they're really sound. They play hard and get to the ball well. I know they had some injuries too, so we're going to kind of wait and see where they are from a depth perspective. But this is a good team coming in here. They'll be one of the best teams in our league, and to take the next step, we're going to have to play well and eventually beat teams like this.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We have any other questions for Coach Frost, please? *1 on your keypad, if so. Well, Coach, thanks so much for your time today. Look forward to hearing from you again next Monday.
Appreciate it. Thank you.